Welcome to Tea with Trish. Get ready to spill the tea.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tea with Trish. Today we have a very special guest.
What up, world? This is Mr.Dee coming straight out of North Hollywood. Thankful to even be here.
All right, Dee, are you ready to spill the tea?
Well, of course I am.
Okay. You better be ready. All right, Dee. So, I have a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
And because I know you and I like you, I'm going to be a little nicer to you. Just for the first 5 minutes. All right. So, what first got you into music?
Well, honestly, what really pushed me over the edge for it all was really the passion that my mother showed me when it came to her love with Juan Gabriel. There was a specific song, ¿Por qué me haces llorar? I believe that's what the title is officially. In my opinion, the way that she would react, it would really just display a raw feeling emotion. You know what I mean? It wasn't necessarily like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to play it's background music. It wasn't that entirely. Okay. It was more as in she got like goosebumps. When I first saw her, at least, she got goosebumps and she started crying. So it was kind of just like a surreal feeling, and I just wanted to almost implement that with all of my music, if possible, of course.
So you saw the impact that music made on your mother.
Yes.
And you wanted to have that impact.
Of course, because that's mom's, that's my rock, So if it really affected her that much, I feel like I can always try to do it for her, Yeah, my mom, my father as well. Okay. I'm not gonna leave him out because he also did leave a big print on me when it comes to like rock, country.
Really?
It's like,
so you could have been a country star.
Yeah, I mean, I could have, should have, would have. Don't get me wrong. Like I love Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah, no, I love country too. That little.
Oh really?
I was just playing. Yeah, no, I do love country music though. I do.
Okay,
I love all types of music. So you're kind of the same, right?
Yeah, of course. To be an artist, you have to be open minded to a lot of genres at least. Because if you're just stuck in one category, you're kind of just boxing yourself.
Right.
And missing out.
Right. Music is definitely an art. And
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And artists are very open-minded, so yeah. I get it. All right. So next question that I have for you, and I don't know if I know the answer to this. I don't know if I've ever heard you say it, but if you had the chance to collab with somebody, who would be the first one on your list?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive. Dead or alive. Yeah,
okay, so I got a couple of answers for that. So, dead will definitely be Tupac, obviously, right? But singing-wise would be James Brown, Marvin Gaye, probably even Stevie Wonder, like those type of artists, people who display a lot of raw soul, that's what I love, It's not really like... I could have said Ice Cube, Snoop, but I feel like that's all possible though.
Yes.
That's all something I feel like I can do in the future, But when it comes to the deceased or even people that I know, like it'll be very, very difficult almost. I feel
it would be difficult. It would be impossible.
Yeah. Like that's why I'm like, it kind of just it lays in the hands of just my imagination, and that's why I feel like I kind of just dwell with it when it comes to songwriting. Because I keep that type of stuff in mind. Like, what would they do with this?
Okay. So, if you were given the chance to open a show for somebody alive, who would it be?
Well, it gotta be something like Dre, like of course like Snoop, Cube, Exhibit, Eminem, all of the Mount Rushmores. Dre.
Yeah. Dre, if you're watching, I know you are. Right here. Okay. What song would we hear if we saw Dee cruising down the road?
I could already tell you because I got a couple people that ran into me on the street and they're like, what the fuck?
But it can't be yours.
No, of course not.
Okay.
Of course not. Nah, I love...
He only plays his own music.
Nah, I'm not like that.
But you should. Your music's amazing.
Oh, yeah. No,
but yeah, I get it.
Thank you for that. It's kind of like... I like being inspired on a daily basis. So when I really am in cruise mode, I say I'll probably be bumping something like some funk. I mean? I can't really like pinpoint something exactly, but I mean I could try. Uh, the Gap Band.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, oops, upside
Hey.
your head. You know what I mean? Drop the bomb on me. You know what I mean? Burn rubber on me. You know what I mean? Like different songs like that kind of get you going. You know,
Yes.
like something like, I guess, motivational. You know.
Yeah. See, you bring me back to when I was young. And like the house parties that we used to have, how much fun we used to have, and none of it was recorded or on social media, so we used to have like the most amazing time. You would have definitely been in the middle of all of that.
Oh, yeah,
you would have
definitely.
loved it. Oh my God,
Definitely.
you would have loved it. You would have fit right in. Okay, so I know you always have a lot going on. What are some of the projects that you have coming up?
Currently, I'm actually working on a 7-track EP. You know, I'm not really, well, first and foremost, let me get this out the way. I know a lot of people are curious in regards to the album. I want to create the album and I want to push into that. However, the only barrier that kind of creates an obstacle is kind of the fact that producers and whatnot, they're kind of, first and foremost, they're expensive. And second of all, not everybody has the same taste, you know? Like, it's kind of hard to kind of be like, oh, I want, for example, right, Cypress Hill type of feel, or Special Ed, or, again, probably even KRS-One. You know what I mean? Just, like, just random names and stuff. But when it comes to that, you have to really just, I'd say, take it upon yourself and do it on your own. So, for me to do that, it kind of takes a lot of time, you know? Just as of today, I've been trying to work with the EP and at the same time, like, put hands on the album without necessarily going full through with it, you know? Because I want to take my time. It's going to be my first album, so I don't want to necessarily just put anything out. Because it's going to reflect my, I want to say, my expectations of my career, of the future. And it also reflects of how much passion I'm getting into it, you know? And right now, I don't feel passionate enough to be like, okay, yeah, this is going to be a full, complete album, and this is going to be for all the people who supported me from the time I began my journey, you know?
And you definitely have a lot of loyal supporters.
Oh, yeah, and that's what's crazy. Not only am I thankful for that, but it wigs me out. And when I say when it wigs me out, it's kind of like, it makes me, like, feel boggled mentally, you know? Because I never would have expected that when I started off, like, trying to do it all for my family, and at one point I was doing it for my neighborhood as well, you know, but now I'm actually dedicating my entire heart and soul into trying to represent my family, their morals, their respect, and their knowledge that they passed on to me, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, you can't necessarily just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go shoot them up, bang, bang, gun hole type stuff, you know, it's not like that, you know, it's more as in, I want to, how can I say
Well,
that?
as an artist, normally your music kind of reflects what you're going through, right?
Oh, yeah,
At the
always.
So you're
Always.
forever changing and evolving.
Like New Edition with Bobby Brown, when he was making like Telephone Man, it's the same thing. Like you can feel what they're saying, you know? Like it's like all you're really doing is just pressing record on your life, you know? It's like a memento, you know? But it has a rhythm.
Okay.
You
What
know?
was one of the songs that you created? What was one of the hardest songs to create for you?
When I was dedicating a song to one of my friends that passed away. Those type of songs are always gonna be somewhat special to me, and I say somewhat because all of them are special to me.
Do you have a favorite?
No, because I actually plan to create one that I hope will be my favorite, and that's actually dedicated to my mother, you know, and I want to do it in Spanish, but also in English, so for those that don't necessarily have, like, our background, they could relate to it easier, you know, but I also want to rap it in Spanish so that my mom can understand it a little bit more fluently and be like, oh, you know, like, just shocked, you know, based off of the fact that she taught me that same language herself, you know.
What are some of the challenges that you feel like Latino rappers have?
Oh, I could name that shit off the bat.
Okay,
it's
come
off
on.
of just natural hate. You know
Got a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
shit
Like,
going on.
No, like, to keep it real, it's just everybody hates each other. You know, it's like whether you got Southerners hating Northerners, Northerners hating Southerners, whatever. It could be Southerners hating Southerners. It's like you could throw in politics and you can just throw in just natural hate based off of the fact that someone has something that no one else has. So, prime example. if you were to roll up in a lowrider, right? There's always gonna be that crowd to be like, oh, I got someone else that has something better, or I know someone, or I got this. Like, it's always someone trying to one up each other, and it's like, why not just mind your business? You know, it's like.
Do you think that's just a Latino thing, or
No,
do you
of
think
course
that's
not.
just
It's not a Latino thing. It's not a man thing or a female thing. It's more as in just a human thing. It's a natural thing that
just human nature, unfortunately.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It just comes with life. You know, like, as shocking it might be to some people, but it's just the reality of it all that everybody has to understand that, like, naturally there's gonna be haters. Naturally there's gonna be supporters, and like, as much as there's light, there's always gonna be dark. You know.
So I'm gonna ask the question one more time. As a Latino rapper, what are the challenges that you face?
Well, aside from that, I feel like will probably be being in a predominant black sport. You know, so it's more as in, like, what you expect as from a rapper will be, you know, stereotypically, like, you know, again, will be a black rapper, will be someone who has a gang of chains or something, a gang of females or a gang of cars, whatever, right? You know, the main industry image, you know what I mean? And again, I'm close with people of all races, of all backgrounds, whatever you want to call it, name it, whatever. It all boils down off of the fact that we're all black hockey players, if you want to put it in that perspective. You know, like, we stand out in a sport that was started from something, and it was, how can I put it, promoted as such. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Dallas Cowboys, you know, the team of America, but I would rather be the Longhorns and the team of Texas or Houston, if you want to put it like that. Okay. You know?
Let's see. Okay, hold on, guys. I got confused with the Longhorns. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I started thinking about all the teams. Cheers to the Longhorns. It's like I'm the smoker here. Okay. All right. Are we rolling? Are we still rolling?
Yeah, we're good.
He has to go. Oh my God, D, I don't know what you brought out in me. If you could date a celebrity, who would, I'm assuming she, be?
Of course. Damn. Well, my 10-year-old self would say some shit like Carmen Electra, you know.
Oh,
I mean? But,
yeah.
you know, but
she's still cute too. You could still say her, you know.
Oh yeah.
Carmen Electra's still fire. She's
that's the white liquor talking right now. But damn. I mean,
so one, Carmen Electra's one.
Damn. You got me with that one. Cause I would say some shit like it's cause I don't want to be disrespectful either, cause it's like
I'm married, sorry, D.
No, it's cause damn, I forgot her name. That's why I think it's Lauren London.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
yes,
like that. I just like that natural look. You know, I don't know. That's just
okay.
Me.
So BBL or natural?
I say natural. You know, I don't really. I mean, to each your own, of course. You know, I'm not one to criticize. You know, because I like both, whatever. But
yeah,
it's more as in like I don't need someone to think that they need to go buy something to make themselves look better. You know, it's just more as in as long as you have a good heart and a good mind, that's all they really need. You know. One thing I would say is
broken heart wise. Like, was that a broken heart?
I would have said
that was one of my questions you're gonna answer.
No. It wasn't that I was brokenhearted, but it was more as in I was just getting tired of being told almost in a sense to what to do and what to expect from someone, you know?
Don't ever get married. Don't even say I do. Because you don't.
Now, don't get me wrong, though. I want to get married. I want to have children, but that's all going to be when I'm in my 40s, you know, in my 30s.
Oh, when you're dead almost.
Nah, but that's when I'm going to have everything already in line, you know? I'm not going to be all just... You trying to figure it out. I want to be prepared. At least that's what my mom told me to be as great advice, you know?
All right, Dee, in your opinion, top 5 rappers of all time.
That'll be a hard one. First one will be Rakim. Second will be Nas. I mean, when I list all these rappers, I'm not necessarily going in order, but
okay.
KRS, Dell the Funky Homo Sapien, let me see, gotta give it a special ed. Dang. That's actually a good question.
None of those did I think you were even going to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, because that's the thing. People would think, like, I would say something like, you know, West Coasters or something like that, you know? But I really, really love hip-hop. You know, I love the breakdancing aspect of it, the graffiti, you know, just being a master of the ceremony, you know? Like, people don't know that.
So we've come to the point of the episode where you are going to spill the tea.
All right.
So, go ahead. Okay. All right, Dee. I know you have many, many loyal fans.
Which I'm thankful for.
Yes. And I know you have many fans that'll do anything for you. You do.
I like to wish that, you know?
You do. I've seen some. Have you ever slept with a fan?
Honestly, no. No. And the reason why I say that is because I have a lot of respect for them because they support me for such. You know, I was told...
So you can't make their dreams come true?
Nah, don't get me wrong. A lot of them actually go out of the way to say certain things to me, you know? And
certain things like?
Well... I don't want to put her specifically on blast, but I will say this.
Her.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
that. Okay, come on.
Well, I mean, I was just offered to, you know, like start a family.
So it might just be a rumor, but I hear you have an OnlyFans.
An OnlyFans? That I don't. I have all.
Do you want to start one?
Well,
you know I can manage you.
I mean, I could start it just based off of the videos I got. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking. You know what I mean?
What?
I mean,
you taking videos at home and nobody knows.
Yeah, I mean they're homemade. I mean they're. I mean, I'm a fucking porn star on my own. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't need OnlyFans. I'm just saying, you know?
It's getting hot in here, huh?
Definitely.
Care. Don't worry, you'll be gone in a minute. You can go make some homemade OnlyFans. All right. So, Pinks or Jenny 6ix9ine?
Well, when it comes to what exactly, though? Like appearance or music?
But just choose one overall. Okay, well, now you're going to make this not even as fun. But, all right. So, okay, let's talk music real quick before we get into it.
Well, I'll put it like this. I've known not personally, but I've known of Lady Pinks since the Torpedoes. You know, since High Powers popping, right?
So, musically, you would choose?
I'll go with Pinks, yeah,
okay.
Musically.
Now, the other way?
Well, when it comes to bodies, yeah, I'll go with Jenny. You know, mainly because
He has to be diplomatic and fair.
Nah. It's because
Okay.
here's the thing.
All right.
Here's the thing about Jenny that kind of wigs me out because, you know, I get, you know, whatever she's doing, yeah, that's her business. But when it comes to how she's, like, dressing down, you know, and how she looks, like, that's just pretty fly. You know what I mean? That shit looks, to me, like Aaliyah almost. How she was doing her little baggy stuff, you know what I mean? Like, unbuttoning the top, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right, D. So, we know what songs you absolutely love.
Yeah.
What is one song that we will never hear you playing?
I could tell you a whole genre, actually. You know,
Fish.
And it's not to disrespect the genre or the people that love it.
Okay.
But I will never bump something like that's kind of like Spanish music. You know, like corridos or that type of stuff. Like, that's not my style. You know, I'm more as in I like Spanish music, but cumbias. I love cumbias.
Okay.
You know,
so
like,
you just don't. It's just not your vibe.
Yeah, like when people hit like norteños, I think that's what it's called, or rancheras or something. I don't know what exactly they're called, the terminology. You know, again, respect to the artists, respect to the people that do it, you know, respect to the whole thing, right? However, when it comes down to my opinion and my taste and my liking, I feel like it's just, you know, just polka music.
So how about somebody like Beso Pluma? Would we hear you listening to him?
Honestly, no.
Or would you ever collab?
I mean, if we were to
D and
collab,
Beso
if we were
D
to
and
collab,
WB.
shit. I mean, but it would be like, it would have to be something that kind of combines our styles and it complements both of us. You know, it can't necessarily be just my style and his style. You know, it'll have to be kind of like both of our fan bases will be able to, you know, just be like, okay, yeah, you know, I'll support this shit, you know?
How about Mr.Dee and Karol G?
Honestly, I haven't really heard any of her music. I'm like, not to disrespect, but
get in your car and
no, but see, that's the thing.
Put on your Pandora Karol G
that's
station.
the thing. I'm so disconnected from when it comes to new. I feel like the older shit was more as in the pillars for the foundation of it all.
So do you feel like by doing that, how are you going to stay relevant?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not really looking for relevancy. I'm more as in like, I'm doing it for the passion and the art of it all.
Thank you for coming on at Tea with Trish. I hope to have you back again soon.
Mr.Dee, 12700. And again, thank you for everybody that supports me.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Yep.
Shout out to La Esmeralda Restaurant for sponsoring this episode of Tea with Trish. They're located in Saugus, California. Make sure to go follow them now. All right, D, let's go eat.
Let's go do it.
La Esmeralda, here we come.